well-wishers, and welcome to my channel Aspiring Minds. In today's video, we are going to do the line-by-line meaning and detailed analysis of the poem No Men Are Foreign, written by James Kirkup. So grab your virtual seats and let's begin. James Kirkup was a British poet, translator, and a travel writer. He was known for his wide-ranging poetic themes and exploration of social and political issues through his works. His poetry often carried a message of peace and universal brotherhood, reflecting his experiences and observations from his travels around the world. So let's quickly know a little bit about the background to the poem. Now, No Men Are Foreign was written during a time when there was a global tension and conflict that was going on, and therefore we could say and place this poem somewhere after the World War I or during the Cold War era, that time, okay? And the poet addresses the universal theme of how all human beings, irrespective of the country and the national borders they belong to, are all humans, and humanity transcends, or it is beyond borders and the nationalities of an individuals. It emphasizes the need for unity and understanding among people from different countries and cultures, especially when there is a conflict that is going on. You must be wondering, what is the central message of the poem? Why has the poet written this poem? Now, this poem shows that all human beings, regardless of their nationality, share a common humanity. And the poet reminds us that beneath the distinction of uniform, that is whatever uniform you're wearing, no matter what language you speak, the borders, we are all a part of the same human family. Therefore, he requests that all human beings should have within them empathy, peace, and cooperation among nations, emphasizing that hatred ultimately harms not just others but also ourselves and the planet that we share in common. The video on war poetry is already live on my channel. You can have a look at that video to understand the mindset of the poets who were writing pieces of literature during the war times. You can have a look at the video on war poetry that's already live on my channel. I'll provide the link to it in the description box below, and I'll also put it in the I button that you can see on the top right side of your screens. Now, let us begin with a detailed analysis, stanza by stanza of the poem. Now, in stanza 1, the poet introduces the central idea that he's wanting to convey through the poem, that is, no one is truly a stranger or a foreigner. It emphasizes that there is something that is common among all human beings, that is, all people, irrespective of the nationality, share the same essential qualities. The land that they walk upon is the same earth that will eventually be their final resting place, the same earth that is the place where you stay, you live, and you go about with your daily activities. That is the same place which is going to offer you a burial. So therefore, it requests all human beings to develop empathy and sensitivity for one another. In stanza 2, the poet draws a parallel between people from different nations. He highlights that they all experience the same natural elements like the sun, air, and water. The sun will not shine differently if you are in another country. Therefore, he's saying that all human beings request or need peace in their life, and they all suffer equally during the times of war. The mention of the word "their hands are ours" further highlights that we all share the same experience as individuals and human beings. We all have to do hard work, we all labor, toil, and suffer, whether it is in the times of peace or during war. In stanza 3, he continues to emphasize the fact that all human beings share the same common experience. The poem acknowledges that people from different countries still have the same physical qualities, such as the eyes that wake up and sleep, the strength that can be ignited by providing love to each other. So the poem suggests that there is a universal and understandable aspect to life that is beyond the national boundaries. The national boundaries exist just to better manage the nations, but ultimately beyond that, all human beings in every land, he's saying, is common life, that all recognize and understand that there is something that is ultimately common in terms of what human beings experience. Whether you belong to another country, a village, a city, that does not matter, because ultimately you are a human being and you are going to experience the same feelings, emotions and sentiments that all human beings experience. In stanza 4, the poet is saying that whenever we are told to hate our brothers, it is ourselves that we are ultimately hating. In terms of, nationality, you might be asked to fight a war with another nation, but ultimately we are all brothers and sisters to each other. So if you hate the other person just because he belongs to another country or nation, and at that given point of time he is your enemy, ultimately you are hating yourself as well in return. Because remember, we who take arms against each other, that is, it is as if in the same family you are fighting with your own brother. So in the final stanza, we see how the poet is warning us against being manipulated easily by others into hating or harming our fellow human beings, because if we harm others, we are ultimately harming ourselves and the world that we live in. So the poet is requesting us to remember that we all share the same planet, and the divisions are something that we create to define ourselves better, to emphasize that we are more powerful than others. But ultimately this is an act of self-destruction. You are destroying your own self out of outrage. You outrage the innocence, that is the innocence, the purity that could otherwise exist if there was a peaceful relation among nations, gets destroyed because of this. So then he says, remember, no men are foreign and no country is strange. So he is repeating this line again, referring back to the title to emphasize that we are all same. We are all commonly human beings, and we share the same feelings, sentiments and emotions, and we should have peaceful, happy relations with each other. Having discussed the poem stanza-wise, now let us look at the 5 important themes that are there in the poem. Universal humanity. The poem strongly emphasizes the idea that all human beings share common humanity, irrespective of their nationality or the background. Therefore, the poem calls for recognizing this shared humanity and treating each other with empathy and respect. Next, peace and unity. The poem advocates for peace. It's wanting to have peaceful relations among nations and unity. It hates the fact that there is tension between countries, there's conflict and war, highlighting that fighting wars is a futile action and it can have negative consequences for the entire world. Therefore, the poet welcomes brotherhood. He promotes the idea of universal brotherhood among people from different countries. He suggests that we should view each other as brothers and sisters rather than as strangers or enemies, reiterating, or you can look back at how he says, no men are foreign, the title of the poem. In terms of human dignity, the poem highlights the importance of recognizing that it is important to give respect to each and every individual, irrespective of the country or the nationality that defines him. It implies that any harm or hatred towards one individual diminishes or reduces your quality of being a good human being. And lastly, it also brings out the element of being environmentally aware. While not the primary focus of the poem, it briefly touches on the environmental aspect by mentioning the innocence of the air and the shared earth. It suggests that our actions, including warfare, can harm the planet that belongs to each and every one of us, irrespective of which part of the planet do you stay in. So therefore it is very much necessary to preserve the environment. So therefore the poem is a powerful reminder of our shared humanity and the need for peace and unity among nations, calling for empathy and understanding and rejecting the idea of fighting war that can be destructive for all of us. So that's it from this video. I hope you liked it. Do hit the like button, subscribe to my channel for more such future updates. Thank you for watching. Bye.